All right, we're back. Let's finish this shit off finally. Let's see the final ending of Armored Core 6. Oral export denial. This seems new.
Registration number RB23, Augmented Human, C4621, Raven.
All Mind.
All Mind has identified you as a potential asset to the release project.
What the hell is
we would
this?
like to assign you the following mission. Following the attack on Watchpoint Delta, Rubicon has experienced a series of coral upsurges. Of these, the corporations have seized 1.6% of the estimated total volume. They plan to analyze this coral at their research bases and have initiated an air transport operation. We cannot allow the corporations to interfere with the project. Attack the Yorgan refueling base and destroy as many corporate transports as possible. We are prepared to sacrifice the coral that will be lost upon destruction of the transports. In order to achieve release, we must draw out the full potential of the coral density effect. As such, we have no use for coral that has been orphaned from the main population. All Mind anticipates great things from you.
What the hell is going on, dude? Like,
As such, to achieve release, we must draw out the full potential of the coral density effect. As such, we have no use for coral that has been orphaned from the main population. All Mind anticipates great things from you.
Raven, if we're to find a way to achieve coral release, we have to take this request.
yeah, but what the hell is this leading to?
All Mind reiterates its gratitude for your favorable response. Kindly commence the operation.
Well, thank God they're giving All Mind the bigger role. All Mind is, you know, basically this game's Raven's Nest equivalent, obviously.
Main system, activating combat mode.
Your objective is to destroy all the coral transports. Mercenary Kate Munson will dispose of any transports that escape the combat zone. Just be aware that she also has her limits.
Enemy attack! 118! They want the coral! Defend the transport!
Take care to remain clear of any coral combustion events that occur.
No shit.
We have detected more transports attempting liftoff. Dispose of them. It seems you have finished here. Wait. Transport detected below the cliff. Investigate immediately.
Enemy AC! Coming from above!
State Liberation Front?
The Rubicon was really burning the coral. Who's behind it?
Multiple targets confirmed. Ensure that you eliminate them all.
We're losing them. Where's our backup?
They never trained me to pilot a PTA machine, pal!
You seem to have finished here. Continue the mission.
Raven.
I know, Air, but it's hard to, because I don't know where the hell this is going and I'm pondering it. I like how they know that that's what you're probably thinking, so they make her reiterate to just focus on the mission for now. Because they know the player is probably wondering what the hell is going to happen.
Transports attempting breakthrough.
Damn it! We're spotted. Just get one transport through. Sniper team, cover up!
Use a vertical catapult to move between upper and lower areas. Searching along a single target. We need to move fast. Transport activity below.
Shoot that AC down! Don't let it get up there!
Supporting. Speed up those transports.
They are speeding up, yeah.
Point shooter ammunition at 50%.
We've got a leaf transport overhead.
There's only one of them! Fight back!
None of them escaped.
Is that the last of them?
Multiple targets acquired. Dispose of them.
Guess not.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It does not please us to lose the orphan coral. But when these project succeeds, their sacrifice will be rewarded.
Unhand ammunition at 50%. Going shoulder ammunition at
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission accomplished. Augmented human C4621, Raven. Your performance was exemplary. Kate also sends her commendations. Nice shooting, Raven. We shall meet again.
Why does All Mine want this so-called coral release to happen?
Raven, there's something that troubles me about Allmind.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Thank you.
I've been looking for information on Kate Markson, and there's nothing. Is she another asset to the release project? Raven, we're getting close to the coral convergence. I expect Allmind will be getting involved soon.
Yeah.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. Sorry, Raven. It's just me.
Yeah, why were you imitating All
I
Mine?
know that some strange new data has been added to the arena's integration program. Why don't we go and have a look?
Another Delta fight? Arena match 3. Who this? Oh no, this one... I think this one is the one that was Rusty's final no, this was Air.
I realized something while I was checking through the program.
This is when you fight Air, when you do the... Well, in my head I consider it the bad ending. I could still be wrong. This third ending might reveal which which choice was actually the right one, right?
If that AC uses coral technology,
But what I meant to say is that this is the AC that Air uses when you decide to destroy the coral. Yeah.
then I should be able to effectively pilot it myself.
Nice foreshadowing to what she does.
How about a test run?
Oh shit! She's actually gonna do it then.
main system. Activating combat mode.
She's gonna 1v1 us, mate. That is such an overpowered fucking blade weapon, dude. Like, where do you get that?
Thank you, Raven. I believe I've learned a lot.
Cool. All Mind has to know about these backdoor illegal accessing of this shit. There's no way they don't know we're doing this.
That's incredible, Raven. There's something I realized when I was playing the role of pilot. Humanity assumed its current form to fight itself. To choose from infinite selections. That is the essence of the human race. And the key to biological evolution. Perhaps it is also a clue to what Allmind's true goal is.
Right.
Raven.
Sounds like something like
We've had
that.
two requests to go with the order from Arquebus. One is from the Liberation Front. The other's from Allmind. You should consider what your choice means, Raven.
Oh my
For
god.
part, I've chosen to trust in you.
Are there
Whatever
two
you
more?
decide, I know you'll mean it.
There are 2 more endings to choose from? So there's 4? Let me see. Intercept the red guns. Yeah, we've done that before. Oh wait, hold on. No, I think we've done these other two. Right? Intercept the red guns is where you kill Michigan. And then the last playthrough, when we did the ending where we started with air, we ambushed the Vespers. Yeah. It goes through kind of fast. Let me go frame by frame backwards. Destroy the enemy ACs. You partner up with it wasn't Rusty, right? It was somebody else. Because Rusty's with them. No, yeah. You partner up with someone. Whatever. But now we have this mission. We have a third choice. From Allmind. Eliminate Vesper 3, O'Keefe. Arquebus Special Intelligence Officer. Oh, it's getting good. You basically have to play through the game 3 fucking times just to get all the lore and all the endings. Jesus.
This request comes from Allmind. True to form, they've sent us an encrypted message with top-level security.
And every time you have to play it on a higher difficulty, essentially, because you have to do these optional arena matches that are insanely fucking hard, too. So you gotta find... The best way would be to figure out the meta, like this blade that he's using. Figure out the meta as fast as possible, and then make the game a breeze, I guess. Kind of. Because even then, it's not really. Game looks hella hard.
Augmented human C4621. Raven. There is an obstacle to the project that must be removed.
What's that?
The target is V3 O'Keefe, an Archivist Special Intelligence Officer. A second-generation augmented human, O'Keefe was once our ally within the corporations. But it seems he has had a last-minute change of heart and means to betray us. You are to ambush the target during his Archivist-ordered survey of Depth 3.
Wait.
But
A second generation. Yeah.
A second-generation augmented human, O'Keefe was once our ally within the corporations.
Oh, he knows too
But it
much,
seems
and
he
he's
has had a
changing
last-minute
sides.
change of
Okay.
heart and means to betray us. You are to ambush the target during his Archivist-ordered survey of Depth 3. His records will note death by misadventure. The release project must succeed. Only an exceptional augmented human can be the key.
And that's us, because we're so badass and have defeated so many...
C461, Raven. Allmind is certain of your success.
Because we've defeated so many super bosses and... all this really difficult stuff. We're the one that's gonna achieve Coral release.
Let's get this done, Raven.
And yeah, of course, you know, I've thought of the
Main system activating combat mode.
sexual jokes people can make with this shit.
Eliminate V3 O'Keefe.
I just didn't use my soundboard before because it's...
Found a strong candidate this time. All minds, right? Tired as I am, I'm ready to die yet.
well, too bad.
You bastard son of a bitch!
Be careful, Raven.
This guy's hard to kill, apparently.
You don't even know what you're doing, do you? Let me tell you something. All mind ain't worth it.
We don't know what we're doing. We're gonna find out, though. For all we know, this story route might actually be the thing that kills everyone. It might kill the coral, humanity, everything. We will achieve symbiosis through death.
Plant rations. Slurp your coffee-flavored sludge. Sure, it sucks, but that's being human.
Oh, I see. Coral symbiosis is exactly what it sounds like then. What they've been hinting at, and including him just now.
Life on Rubicon.
You'll stop being human.
Don't tell me you like it here.
You're just gonna turn into coral? Is that it?
Some like a pessimist, but he lives for the way things are. Like that pink colored sunset.
AP at 50%.
Okay, so what they're hinting at seems to be that coral release is just gonna consume humanity and turn it into the... absorb it into the coral.
Get some sleep. See you on the other side. Rusty.
He was friends with Rusty?
P3 O'Keefe has gone silent.
Well, they're on the
Someone
same,
came
yeah.
out, I wonder. A key to coral release? We've completed All-Mine's request. We can go now, Raven.
Oh, they work for the same corporation technically, so yeah, of course they're friends. So it's gonna turn into like Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of thing or something. Become one with the coral.
Augmented human C4621.
Become part of the All Mind. I mean, their name implies that, right? All Mind is... I think I've heard this phrase somewhere before, but... I mean, just reading the word is like saying one consciousness encompassing everything. So it sounds like the coral release project that they're trying to do is that. Turn humanity and coral into coral and make it all just one giant consciousness floating around in space, I guess. Homogenize everything.
Raven, the project is nearing fruition. We will meet again when you reach the coral convergence.
In the meantime, play the game as normal. And then here we are. Reach coral convergence.
You saw the ruins. Institute City, the mausoleum of the sinners who caused the fires of Ibis. The coral's right there, waiting. Archibus has ordered us to discontinue the survey and hand things over to their own AC squad. 621, we're done with the corporations. Wipe out the Archibus AC squad and get to the coral first. When this job is over, I'll tell you about the last of my friend's requests.
To destroy the coral. But he never gets to tell us that because of how this ends.
621, from here on out,
We both get captured.
Never mind. Just trust your instincts.
Walter. He gets busted. Just like us. And then Carla has to save our ass.
We're so close now. This is my home.
That's why it still feels like shit to have to backstab her. Even if it means you're condemning an entire, you know, you're committing genocide by destroying the coral.
Let's go, Raven.
B2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup. We have insufficient force to ensure success. The independent mercenary. B2 Snail, come in. The Raven is landing.
Okay, I'll just slow it down once things are different.
Cleaning up trash.
I assume there will probably just be some plot twist at the end after the boss for this.
B2 Snail, come in. Turn the AC down. Requesting backup. B2 Snail, come in.
Vesper's left for dead. It was a dream.
The Arctic AC spot's eliminated.
Secure the area 61. Looks like you're clear. Keep moving.
Switching to encoded channels. Augmented human C4621. Raven.
Oh shit!
V2 Snail intent.
Here it is. The All Mind's cutting in.
Looks like you're clear. Keep moving.
Switching to encoded channels. Augmented human C4621. Raven. V2 Snail intends to dispose of you once your utility is spent. Proceed blindly. and
Spoiling
you will
the
find yourself
plot.
a prisoner of the corporations. We will transmit his coordinates. Eliminate him. All Mind will handle the rest.
Let's go, Raven.
621. Do you
They're telling you the future.
I'm cutting out.
Handler Walter. Another hindrance to the project.
Oh,
Leave him to us.
oh shit! They're gonna kill him. Oh my god, this is a freaky ass ending, dude. This story path is crazy.
That's the independent mercenary. Wait, something's up. Are we being jammed? The signals.
Both ACs were destroyed, but all is proceeding as planned. Yes, yes, of course. That's what the independent mercenary is for.
He's about to get a nasty surprise.
Confirmed. It's V2 Snail. We're clear to ambush him.
What's going on with our comms? Change the frequency. We'll report to HQ later.
Unaware.
This had better not be one of that handler's.
He doesn't know.
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You bastard son of a bitch!
Remember what that...
He's like, how did you find me? Cheat codes, bitch. You ain't taking me prisoner this time, asshole. If he spent more time staring at him before ambushing him, I would have, you know.
Just like they said. You're gonna die, freelancer.
Oh, great. Did this just turned into a free-for-all.
The guy from the ice war mission with a stick up his ass. It's been like a day. I don't like you either. I'll kill the both of you.
It's a fucking battle royale now, baby. Cause you
suck!
Yeah. Get fucking wrecked.
Make it stop. Make it. It's inside my head. You're all laughing at me, aren't you?
No repair kits remaining.
How are you? Different.
9-5. Equalizer down. We did it.
Augmented human C4621. Raven. Well done. Now you are one with us. Welcome to Allmind.
You are part of the Allmind. You've been consumed by the bean pod.
No new messages.
We've received a message from Allmind. It sounds like they want to bring you under their protection as part of the Coral Release Project. Let's hear them out.
Did they kill Walter already? MIA. Missing in action.
Augmented human C4621. Raven. The project is nearing fruition, thanks in no small part to your cooperation. During the battle for Institute City, several of the corporation's key pilots died in combat. We have manipulated the data to state that you too were killed in action. However, you will not be able to
Deceased what?
state that you too were killed in action.
Okay, data erased.
However, you will not be truly safe until you formally accept our protection.
Oh, this probably has something to do with the previous Raven. Or Ravens, as they said in the story. There's been more than just the one we killed. The one whose identity we'd stolen.
C4621, Raven. Return from Watchpoint Alpha Depth 2 and head for the rendezvous point. That is all.
That's it?
Once you reach the rendezvous point, no one will be able to threaten you anymore.
I'm gonna get turned into Coral. Coral! Coral is just Carl from The Walking Dead. With the way Rick Grimes, his actor, says it. Coral!
Let's go, Raven. The rendezvous point that Allmind gave is at depth 1. It's not far from the surface.
But there's assholes.
I don't know how, but the watch point defenses are back online.
Weapons trackers still remain within the watch point. We have made some adjustments to ensure that they will not be a threat.
We have the automated, the Allmind robots helping us, yeah. The unmanned weapons.
Fire! If they're not with us, they're against us!
We need to get out of here.
So these are the things that destroyed the ship.
Retreat! Open the partition!
The ship that we were supposed to protect for the Liberation Front. It wasn't the PCA after all, okay. That would have been weird, yeah.
Without their leadership, corporations are powerless. A chain made of human links is easily broken.
But decentralized is the way to go. Don't follow people, follow an idea.
This is hell. We're in hell.
I know the actual saying is don't idolize people, idolize the idea, which I also, yeah.
Enemies behind you.
Which I also agree with that viewpoint.
It's not AC to blade. I'm not gonna
But it kind of fits here too, right? When talking about centralized versus decentralized structures, power structures, I suppose. There's pros and cons to both, but yeah.
Enemy signal silent. Let's keep moving.
When you have a centralized power structure and the head of it gets cut off, the rest just crumbles so easily.
Wait, we found a Phalanx straggler. Damn you, Archibus.
G6!
Who's that? Run 13? Run 13 Raven. Good timing. Help me out. Good work,
Sure.
Run 13. Always did work hard for me. Handled all my requests. And yet...
Dylan!
Watch out.
Son of a bitch!
I can't trust you.
Oh, you're right not to trust me.
Man's missing everyone. They're dead. Because of you, Gun 13. You and that curse number.
Severe combat stress. We won't be able to get through.
Gun 13. The curse of red guns.
Unsuspected. Down. Let's get back to our mission, Raven.
This last ending route is fucking insane. This is good.
C4621. Raven. You are close to the rendezvous point.
I like where this is going. This is absolutely insane. This is starting to remind me of taking the genocide route in Armored Core 4 Answer. Like, it's just getting so crazy.
We've arrived at All-Mind's coordinates.
The All Mind is everything. Join us.
B3 Peter, taking command. What? You?
Sephiroth's gonna pop out.
My own
Genova's gonna be with him.
I presume.
It's Rusty. Oh wait, no, Peter, sorry.
Killed the king. Damn you.
Peter, yeah.
Always looked out for me.
Son of a bitch!
So much for this mission being easy, dude. We're fighting so many goddamn ACs.
Okay.
Same thing as same dialogue as last time.
Destroyed. Looks like we're clear.
Augmented human C4621. Raven. Well done. All Mind hereby guarantees your protection. Invoking All Mind Administrator access. Erasing all records of the subject in custody. Augmented human C4621. Raven. Your safety is now guaranteed.
We're off the grid, just like the last Raven. The one who also went missing. That was his status before we stole his license at the very beginning of the game. And then he showed up out of nowhere, so...
Satellite orbit. Release the subject from stasis.
Understood, Master All-Mind.
This is good.
Activating cerebral coral control device. Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Where the hell are we?
You've come too. No brainwave abnormalities. Thank goodness.
We haven't been brainwashed yet.
Deepest apologies, Raven. It was for the best that you remained asleep until the situation had settled. Allow us to explain. You are in the vicinity of a closure satellite in the Xylem's hold. As anticipated, The corporations have siphoned the coral into a single mass. All that remains is to seize the opportunity to set the coral free, so that it may carry humanity toward new horizons. The coral release is imminent. Raven. Air. You shall be the trigger for the change to come.
Humanity will evolve. This is crazy. I like where this is going. This is good. You gotta be a good player for this too, because like this shit's hard. This last playthrough is
Augmented human.
fucking hard.
C4621. Entering standard mode. No new messages.
I can tell this guy's just making it look easy. The player.
Raven, we've received a request from All Might.
Even he calls it close on some battles though.
Coral release to pursue humanity and Coral's potential.
This is what you technically wanted in the last ending, right? When we sided with you. But it just kind of ends vaguely and you have to do this to actually follow through with what would happen. This is kind of what she wanted. Air. So. But instead it's just ends in a very vague way in typical Armored Core fashion. And then if you want like the true ending, which seems to be what we're watching now, you have to play the game 2 more times.
The choice is made.
Unless siding with Air was your second playthrough, like this guy.
Now that the choice is made, we have to carry on, no matter what obstacles confront us.
Now we're gonna see if siding with Air was really the right choice or not. Siding with Air seems to be what All Might would have wanted, you know? If they had revealed their intentions during like a normal playthrough, which they obviously don't. You have to do New Game Plus.
621. Augmented human C4621. Raven.
Yes?
Only one obstacle to coral release remains. We are now beginning the purge of Overseer, the Association of Observers. They are planning to crash the xylem into the vascular plant and ignite the coral. We want you to stop the ship from within. Destroy all the parasite modules installed throughout the xylem's control center. By doing so, you will free control of the xylem from Overseer's meddling, allowing All Might to counter-hack the system and initiate a forced shutdown. We have precious little time. Once the xylem passes the point of no return, a collision will be unavoidable.
Shit.
All Might anticipates your swift success.
Gotta be quick.
All Might is after Overseer. Let's get started, Raven.
We're gonna have to kill Carla again, or is she just gonna be like, what the fuck? I thought you were dead.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the parasite module set by Overseer.
A number of ghosts from our earlier infiltration remain in the control room. These two have fallen under the control of Overseer. Carla, disabling them may allow you to extract the locations of the parasite modules.
Ghost disabled. Extracting module data. Check the logbook, Raven. Parasite module confirmed.
Parasite module destroyed. Commencing counter-hack. Engaging Overseer hostiles.
Target destroyed. This sector should be clear. Let's move on.
Augmented human C4621. Raven, sharing progress on the battle outside. Your handler is a rather capable pilot.
Walter, how's the starboard block looking?
6 pilotless ACs, all exact copies of the Vespers.
Yeah, same story over here. This is a bad joke.
Raven, let's get back to the mission.
They have no idea what they're up against. And that we switch sides to the one they're fighting right now. And they think we're dead.
Destroyed. 3 remaining.
This is such a cool final ending, man. The secret betrayal, man. It's crazy.
Let's keep it up, Raven.
I've seen better odds. Wish the tourist was still with us.
621 isn't dead.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Just prioritize locking out the asylum. 621 chose this. My faithful hound is now our biggest threat.
He knows!
Let's hurry. We cannot afford to lose our momentum.
Walter's too smart, man. He knows.
Was onto us.
Yeah?
We anticipated this.
All targets destroyed.
Unfortunately, it seems the enemy was one step ahead of us. Augmented Human C4621, Raven, head to the Xylem's control center. As for Handler Walter and Carla, I will deal with them myself.
Alright, all mind lady. Do whatever the hell you're gonna do.
Got a message from the chief for you.
Oh yeah?
Sorry, but I'm not laughing this time. We're going down with the ship. Proxy activation. Emergency protocol of the Xylem lockout.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. If the lockout completes, the Xylem will be irrecoverably forced into a collision course.
You have to hurry, Raven.
We gotta hack the little object. Yeah, that. Beep.
Lockout activation sequence at 25%.
I'll let him do it. God, these annoying lasers, though. I can see why he's using this strategy right there, where he gets under. That's clever. Ooh.
Walter, there's something behind you.
You bastard! Institute machine. No.
I meant to just. I didn't double click it fast enough.
I will eliminate you, tourist. AP at 50%.
Fuck!
Fuck!
Oh, mind, you better hurry the fuck up. Can't keep this up forever.
Control system security is down. Access the central device, Raven.
Chief, I couldn't. Never learn to laugh.
The Xylem control system is silent.
You suck!
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. Your efforts have averted a collision with the vascular plant. Additional. Handler Walter and Cinder Carla have been dealt with.
They're dead. Good. 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 This is the fucking psychotic ending. I love it. This is good, dude. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I want to see what happens.
Augmented Human C4621 entering standard mode.
What is with this fucked up headpiece right here? Looks so weird. Coral release. We're about to come.
Augmented human C4621, Raven.
The biggest nut the universe has ever seen is about to happen, dude. We gotta watch this on normal.
We offer you our gratitude. All impediments to coral release have been eliminated, and the complications caused by Handler Walter's meddling are soon to be corrected. The final stage is at hand. Together, we shall achieve coral release.
Let's go. Let's go.
What awaits us on the other side?
Only one way to find out, babe.
Raven, let's find out together.
Just like you said in your ending. We will achieve symbiosis. We will become a god. We will become gods. That is so where this is going. Some crazy shit like that. And who's this asshole? Damn. Is that all that's left of Carla? And
Look.
Walter? Yeah.
The coral siphoned by the corporations is beginning to resonate. Augmented human C4621, Raven. Your role has come to an end.
Oh, the betrayal at the last second.
You bastard!
Well, well. I've been waiting for this freelancer. I became part of this monster, so I could crush you.
Wait, who is it?
This time, you will die.
Main system activating combat mode.
Every time we tested one of these things in the arena,
Real goal is to release them.
we were just helping this guy.
621, Raven. C-pulse wave mutation. Air. You are the trigger for coral release. We'll make you one with us.
I don't care about the big plan.
You son of a bitch!
Damn freelancer dead. Freelancer. You killed me. Not just one.
Iguazu. His body won't last.
Oh, it's Iguazu.
Guess it's time.
Raven,
Yeah, I see. Dude, they put too much dialogue. It's like you have to kill him quick or else you'll lose too much health. So you can't even hear all that shit. The whole conversation. But I want to re-listen to some of what they said just at the beginning though.
Main system.
Because I was kind of memeing still.
combat mode.
Raven, All Might's real goal is to release them.
C4621.
She got interrupted.
C-pulse wave mutation. Air. You are the trigger for coral release. We'll make you one with us.
A wave mutation.
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer.
Okay, yeah, we...
Last.
Whatever.
Guess it's time.
Raven,
God, I hate it when games do that. They've been doing that for fucking years, where they put so much dialogue during a boss fight that if you want to listen to it, you have to prolong the fight, but it means risking losing. Like, there's Resident Evil games that do this too. I was just thinking of one, Umbrella Chronicles. I just saw somebody play through Umbrella Chronicles not too long ago. And, like, there is such a big lore drop during the final boss fight, which is hard as hell, by the way, even with infinite ammo. Like, it's not that hard on easy, but the problem is you'll kill him too quick. And then the same problem, you won't hear all the dialogue. The final boss of that game literally reveals something that it's not something that ruins the plot of like future games or anything like that, but it gives you some actual real good backstory on a certain enemy that reappears throughout the classic Resident Evil series a lot. But you'll only hear that if you keep them alive long enough to say it all. and he rambles so much, and it's really hard to stay alive because his attacks are incredibly fucking cheap. Like, the best way to survive that fight is to kill him as fast as possible, and then you don't hear the shit. This is the same thing. Like, we can't hear everything that they were saying because he has to kill him quick or else he'll fucking die. Like, the player has to fight, like, you know, kill him as fast as possible, so you can't even hear all the dialogue. Why do they do that shit?
You are aberrations to the plan.
Well, your mistake for trusting us.
You suck!
Irregulars. I had a friend once. A rebel.
We will bring order to chaos.
Die, rebel! You take on a Leo's Klein. Oh shit, is it air?
I'm with you, Raven.
Dylan!
She's gonna fight alongside us!
You son of a bitch.
Oh, this is epic, dude. Let's fucking go.
Now, I can fight by your side.
Oh, but he's got 2 backups too. I just saw them.
I'll support
Those gigantic acorn tree things. Holy shit.
Boys, it was you all along. I'll kill you and the freelancer.
There, your siblings will surely welcome us. Iguazu, you are one with All Might. No one can stop you now.
I said I don't care about All Might. You want some of this? I'll give it to you.
now, Raven.
Dispose of them, Iguazu.
2 repair kits remaining. Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Shut up! I'll shut you all up!
It's resonating.
Iguazu, what are you?
Interference.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm losing sync.
What the hell?
I can't fight anymore.
Shit.
They're gone. The ringing, the stupid voices. It's all clear now. I feel good. Now, it's just you and me.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
It's like they mixed Armored Core with Dark Souls in the best way fucking possible. The way you have to, like, react almost instantly to the split-second telegraphs of what attack he's gonna do.
Raven, now
All the
you
boss
can.
fights are designed like that.
Iguazu, dispose.
Such a high-quality
It's
game.
always so easy for you. The only Jen who can do it all. What makes you special?
You were a mistake, Iguazu. Irregular.
Light shoulder ammunition at 10%.
Well, again, your mistake, all mine.
You suck!
Light shoulder ammunition depleted. AP at 50%. Light ammunition at 10%.
I always envied you.
I got... Fuck!
That was close.
The freelancer. Who had it all.
Our plan.
The freelancer who had it all. Is that what you thought?
Humanity. Creation's potential.
We have the trigger. And we'll pull it ourselves.
Without you. Oh, here comes the nut. What the? Jesus.
It's beginning. Coral release. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes. This is how things should be. Created a black hole. We have become one with everything. Jesus.
Raven, you're finally awake.
What happened?
The coral has carried us, disseminated us across the stars. Now, we're everywhere. Anywhere. Raven, let's meet this new age together.
It's beautiful.
Main system, activating combat mode.
Let's fucking go. That was the best fucking ending. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go, dude. This game's fucking amazing. Holy shit. This game is something else. Best Armored Core yet. That was like everything. Holy shit. The coral release. The coral has taken over the universe. Everywhere and anywhere. We assisted in galactic imperialism. And this is what Walter was. This exact scenario is basically what the overseers were afraid of and were trying to stop. It's what Walter and Carla wanted to stop. But hey, it brings back literally the same question in a different. It's a slightly different context, but not all too different of a scenario. You guys remember when we talked about artificial intelligence in Armored Core 3 and a few games after that too, because it revisits it, right? It revisits it. It was a recurring thing through the Armored Core series. And I talked about that book, Don't Die, that explores, it asks the philosophical question and questions related to what if it's actually for the best for AI to take over, right? Let me adjust my volume. That maybe it's not a completely bad thing if AI took over, as long as it was like programmed in the correct way to actually have the right goals. It was a goal alignment issue is what it says, right? That if the goals of the AI are to take care of us and help us all thrive on this little blue planet, why is it so bad, right? And then I talked about how, yeah, that would actually be probably, you know, a good thing. But the problem would be there's no margin for error. You know, if you give an AI that much power and you fucked up a line of code in it, or it doesn't quite work the way you had intended, we're all fucked. We're all dead, or we're gonna end up in some kind of war economy dystopia like Metal Gear Solid 4 in 1984 or something, right? Metal Gear Solid 4 is basically 1984, but if Big Brother was an AI, you know, so it's basically just that, yeah. But so in this context, instead of an AI, even though it kind of almost went down that road again, which was All Mind was clearly just an AI trying to achieve the coral release for its own purposes and everything. The fight at the end seems a bit redundant. It's just to give the player something big and triumphant to do at the end, because in the end, the coral release still happens anyway, which is what the All Mind wanted. You're just kind of saving yourself from being killed. But yeah, it's like it's a similar context where instead of an AI taking over, it's coral. The coral takes over, but it doesn't just take over the planet, it takes over the entire universe. That was the ending we just saw. But is that necessarily a bad thing? Because it could unite the universe rather than and end the, you know, the endless cycle of violence. So is it necessarily a bad thing? And I think the ending sort of, you know, it gives you that, it implies that sort of like especially when it says, you know, combat mode engaged, main system combat mode activated or whatever. The thing it always says when you start a mission, right? It sort of implies that it's a bad thing because they're just gonna like go on this big conquest and take over the universe in some violent and hostile way. But does it necessarily have to be that way? Who knows? And these really difficult questions, again, that's what I liked about the book Don't Die. It doesn't necessarily try to actually like answer them and say this is the way or this isn't the way. It tries to open your mind to say, we really don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It literally states that in the book. No one knows what's gonna happen. So we need to keep an open mind to any and all possibilities and not completely discount one thing or another. And hence why it explores that question of maybe like a unified consciousness taking over like this, or artificial intelligence being that unified conscious wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing as long as the goals, the values of our society were actually aligned appropriately. And this basically is the same sort of exploration, but instead of centering around an artificial intelligence taking over, it's, you know, this big galactic consciousness called Coral. It's more of a fantasy element, but it's the same sort of philosophical question being explored here. But less of it being explored and more of it just kind of giving you a really cool and fun, we took over the universe sort of thing. Like, it's kind of just a meme ending, like it's more of a meme ending, this one. Like the genocide route in Armored Core 4 Answer. It's not really as much of an... it doesn't seem like it's meant to be as thought-provoking. It just seems like an alien takeover straight up. Which again, yes, that is one of the possibilities that could happen. And with, you know, in real life, with AI, it could be an AI takeover and it could end up being hostile and kill us all or put us into some horrible nightmare we can't wake from. Or it could do quite the opposite and save us all from ourselves, right? But yeah, this one, the ending, they were just having some fun with that shit. Like, this ending that we just saw, it's less of them leaving you with that thought-provoking what if, and more of like, oh my god, we just fucked up and ended up subjugating the entire universe to the rule of this alien consciousness that has taken over everything by doing a big nut, the coral release, and spreading its fucking sperm all over the universe to take over everything, you know? It's just like... oh my god. It just like, it low-key leaves you with that feeling of, maybe you fucked up, you know? Maybe you should have just burned it. You should have just sacrificed the planet of Rubicon to save everything else. I can't help it. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. But yeah, what I'm getting at is that they could have left it more open-ended. Instead of making it seem like, you know, the Coral just did some big hostile takeover of the universe, they could have left it more... But it wouldn't have been as exciting, right? Especially for mainstream audiences. But they could have. They could have left it more, Oh wait, there still might be a post-credits. I doubt it, but let's see. Nope. That's it. No post-credits. It's over. That's it. Well, there you go. That's fucking crazy, dude. I knew this ending would give me the answers I wanted. It gave me the closure that I was looking for. Did I really make the right choice? Again, because of everything that I just explained, the answer is still honestly, who knows? Maybe the Coral consciousness taking over the universe isn't the worst thing that can happen. It would probably actually evolve humanity and any other race out there and bring it all into harmonious synchronicity, if that's even the right way to say that, to say what I'm getting at. It could bring peace, but of course, you know, the other side of that is like, well, but that's like, you know, but we lose our independence and our freedom and yada yada. So there's a whole debate to be had about it, you know. And that's what I was getting at with the book that I talked about, that explores these kinds of questions, but with an AI instead of this alien intergalactic consciousness called Coral. But either way, same thing. Same philosophical question, same debate to be had about it. But again, this ending didn't really set you up to like leave you thinking about that. It was mostly just like I said, just a meme ending to make you feel like, yes, we've taken over the universe. You know, it was just, yeah. It was just meant to be fun. That was just meant to be, they were having some fun with that. Yeah. Still, things to think about, right? And going back to the more grounded, or at least more immediate and realistic scenario of AI potentially taking over, you know, a more timely issue, since AI is pretty much everywhere in our society now. I literally logged in this morning and there was this new thing on my taskbar. I was like, what the fuck is this? You guys won't see it, but I was like, what the hell is this? Copilot. Microsoft launched this new AI partner that they just forced into the newest like Windows update for Windows 11 called Copilot. And it was sitting there in my taskbar. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I clicked on it and it's like, Copilot is your new AI partner. I was like, I never asked for this. And there's no way to uninstall it, by the way. I was like, thanks, Microsoft, for once again, like always, just forcing these new little programs and gadgets onto, you know, computers of people that are using your software and don't even give them a choice of whether they want it or not. But yeah, so my point was, AI is everywhere, so these are kind of questions and debates we need to be having as a society and a culture, because, I mean, it's here, and which way it goes highly depends on our choices now. Well, I talked about that book at the end of Armored Core 3, Don't Die, because it asked people to start pondering those things about whether or not an AI taking over major decision making could actually potentially be the best thing, or it could end up being the worst thing. But it all depends on the choices we make now. The kind of culture and society we cultivate right now will shape that future in either direction. Because as always, AI being technology is a tool, and like any tool, as people would normally say, it can be used for good or bad. As I would say, it'll be used for whatever our current culture and society values, which is kind of scary when you think about the things we value in our current society. So I said way back then when we finished Armored Core 3, it's like, the way things are going right now, it's less likely, not impossible, but a lot less likely that AI will save us with the kind of values we have right now. In this case with the Coral, it would fix all of that, because it would align our values forcefully. to become one with the All Mind. Oh, sorry, it's a funny ending. It's honestly a funny ending. What a way to end the Armored Core marathon though, right? Like that's pretty fucking cool. We watched all of them, man. Armored Core 1 all the way to 6. And what a comeback for the Armored Core series, right? Like 10 years later, no content. They completely skipped over the PS4 generation era. And they come back in the middle of the PS5 era and they're just like,
surprise, motherfucker.
And they kick ass. Like, honestly, the boss fight design, from what I could see, it feels like they took like the philosophical concept design that they use for like Dark Souls or something and put it into this, which is the coolest shit ever, honestly. A lot of the bosses, not only were they unique, but their attacks were like things I've seen when I've watched like bits and pieces of speedruns for Dark Souls. The way bosses sort of telegraph their attacks to give you just enough time to react, but you have to be fast. I saw that a lot. I was like, they definitely took some design concepts from Dark Souls. It's like they definitely mixed the two. You know, that they took the best of both worlds. And in classic Armored Core fashion, however, you can just break the game with the right build once you find it. I mean, we saw it happen. There was quite a few times where he just took what was that fucking build he had with that blade that he just like stabbed something and it would just delete like 90% of its health, man. What the fuck? Like that is so broken. That blade has to be some kind of New Game Plus unlock, because Jesus Christ, dude. He just swept through the arena matches like that. I'm surprised he didn't just use that for all the missions from that point onward. But you know, that's whatever. Either way, this has been the Armored Core Marathon. We've wrapped it up. We've wrapped up our last game, Armored Core 6. For the last time we've seen all 3 endings. Fucking epic. Who knows whether the coral taking over or not was a good thing for the universe? Most people will just see it as a bad thing, especially with the way they presented it. Like it seems like a hostile takeover of the universe, the way it ends with combat mode engaged, you know, and the credits start playing. But who, like, you know, keeping an open mind, who really knows if that was a bad or a good thing, you know? Maybe it was for the best, maybe not. So I'll just, when it comes to that decision about whether to side with Air or, you know, Walter and Carla, all I can personally say is I stand by my choice, because I made it with the information that I had at that point in time. And with the information I had at that point, when actually making the choice, to me it just seemed like you were just genociding a bunch of people living inside the coral. You know, a bunch of conscious minds inside the coral were just being genocided if you decide to burn it. And yeah, it still hurts having to backstab Carla, but I couldn't justify killing all those people. Again, that's not even taking into account all the other people that die when you realize after you burn the coral that the entire planet goes with it, or at least the surface of it, you know. Just gets turned into a fucking wasteland, a dead planet. The OC, whatever the fuck it was called, OCA was it? I don't even remember anymore. And the corporations just make a joint declaration that it's a dead planet and decide to leave it forever. And your Raven goes down in history as being like basically a mass murderer. That was the actual genocide route. The fires of Raven, they call it. But yeah, with the information that you have at that time when you make that choice, for me personally, I stand by the decision to not burn the coral. And now with the information of this, seeing all the endings, including this one, this like super epic final ending for doing New Game Plus a bunch of times, you know, exploring all the possibilities and yada yada, doing all the arena battles, I still think it's kind of you know, it's up to the player to decide what they think is best. I don't think it's necessarily just a defunct automatically wrong answer for the coral release to be a thing. Maybe it could actually be a good thing. But now it's up to fanfiction writers to decide that, basically. Because I doubt if they make a sequel that it's going to follow this up. It might. Who knows? But we've just watched the whole Armored Core series. Like, sequels in this series rarely ever do that. Even direct sequels will rarely give you actual closure on what happened in the previous game. We saw that with 4 Answer. 4 Answer did almost fucking nothing to honor Armored Core 4, the one right before it. Even though it had the main characters from this game, the actual pilot and the operator, Fiona, were there, they played the smallest fucking role possible in the whole story. It didn't fucking matter. So it's like, even if they make a direct sequel, don't expect it to actually, you know, give you any extra closure or anything about the previous game. They don't do that shit. That's just how the Armored Core series has been for some reason. They just don't do that shit. So don't expect that. I certainly won't. But either way, this was a fun playthrough, and this was a fun fucking marathon. I'm glad I got to squeeze it in right before, yeah, I'm glad I got to squeeze it in right before Final Fantasy VII, because obviously it's not a surprise. That's what I'm going into next, because it's February 16th as of this recording. FF7 Rebirth is right around the corner. It's less than 2 weeks away. So I have to start now, because I'm planning on doing a Final Fantasy VII marathon. And it's like, wait, how do you do a marathon of one game? Well, it's because that one game spawned a lot of fucking sequels, prequels, and spin-off side stories that all got put into this thing called the compilation of FF7, basically. There's so much expanded fucking lore that they added with all the sequels and spin-offs they added to FF7 that, based on FF7 Remake's ending, they're all gonna come into play. So I decided that I'm gonna do a marathon exploring as much FF7 content as possible before Rebirth launches in less than 2 weeks. And that's what's coming up next. No point in trying to keep that a secret, considering what date it is, so there you go. Now you know what I'm doing next. But this has been it for the Armored Core Marathon. Thank you all who joined me for this. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a fun fucking time going through memory lane and reliving you know, parts of my childhood with the old school Armored Core games. And it was, you know, a decent time going through the newer ones. I can't say I like them as much. That could just be nostalgia bias. But I already explained why I didn't like 4 as much. I feel like they didn't commit to what they were trying to do with it. Like, they could have done more with 4, and they just... Like, they could have made 4... Maybe not as... 6 was crazy. Like, with storytelling... 6 is the best. And I feel like even if they didn't get as ambitious as they did with 6, with 4, they could have done better. I feel like 4 was half-assed. Like, it had potential, and then they just rushed it at the end and said, fuck it, you know? They had potential for having a more deep and personal story, and they just squandered it. But outside of that, it still wasn't, you know, terrible. 4 Answer was just meh, and 5 and Verdict Day were also kind of meh, but Verdict Day at least was more redeemable than 5. Yeah. And it followed up on its story. Not super direct, but, you know, well enough that I was kind of like satisfied with it. It was okay. So 5 and Verdict Day, they were okay. 4 Answer, that was okay. 4, okay, but I'm disappointed that it had the potential to be better, but it wasn't, unfortunately. But I'm still not, just because I'm disappointed that it could have been better but wasn't, doesn't mean I'll give it like a meh. No, I still, you know, I still put it at the same like level as 4 Answer and 5 and Verdict Day. But 6 just came in at the end and just really blew it out of the water with all this. 6 is definitely now my favorite. For how deep it goes with storytelling and being able to actually, by Armored Core standards, okay? I'm not trying to say, oh my god, this is the best story ever from like any video game ever. No, I'm talking about Armored Core standards. For Armored Core standards, this is hands down the best when it comes to storytelling and role-playing, being able to choose your ending and then expanding the lore even more with New Game Plus and everything. Like, this game is the fucking best. In terms of gameplay, also to me, from what I could see, but I'd have to actually play it myself, you know, to really be able to give an opinion on that. But from what I could see, also the fucking best for gameplay. Like, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, and it looks challenging. It just looks like it has something for everybody there. So yeah, awesome final game. Great way to end this marathon. like I was saying before I again got sidetracked, thank you very much for joining me on this Armored Core Marathon. It was fun as hell. Hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. I gotta sign off and go to bed now. We finished this right on time. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube, wherever you decide to support. And as always, I bid you all to please take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, don't die, and you know, as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, and I will see you all next time. Peace. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.